KXIN stock, Kaixin Auto Holdings Inc. Is currently up 96.41%. Is that what we have recorded? Yes, it's up 100.66% in this last few minutes of the session of the 6th of August 2021. You can imagine everything based on this 1 minute model is strongly bullish. Okay, we can see that RSI is actually just shy of 70. It's actually retracing now, but yes, the signals are so crazy up there. Well, for some reason at the moment now the momentum is only at 78 points, or rather 80 now. Okay, let's have a look and see what's going on with the daily model. And before we do that, we can see that all the moving averages, including the volume weighted average price, they are all sloping bullishly upwards. We can see what's going on here. Before now, the stock, I believe, was trading below all of its moving averages. It has been trading pretty much sideways for the best part of this year. It has just been nowhere this year at all. I mean, we used to cover it, but we have not covered it in months. So suddenly today we are, and you can see it is challenging that 200-day moving average. That's what's going on now live for KXIN stock, Kaixin Auto Holdings. So let's return to the 1 minute model. There's a news out there. The news is, yes, we can see trading volume exceeded 10-day average of 8.963 million shares by 3,420.42%. Today, price has already crossed above the 50-day moving average. Very soon it's going to cross above the 200-day moving average. Market cap $239.6 million, 143.46 million shares outstanding. It says here, Kaixin Auto to create energy vehicle business unit. So it said today, Friday, the 6th of August 2021, that it will create a new vehicle business amid the market's rapid growth in China. The company, which has held merger and acquisition talks with various energy vehicle manufacturers, said it will announce updates on any major business transactions. So yes, the stock was up about 70% of thereabout for it held on to that figure for hours, and suddenly now in this closing minutes it has just started to extend bullishly. So we'll stay on and see what happens. You can see all the signals are looking very bullish here. Okay, on this daily model we now have an RSI of 78.7. so the signals have now suddenly turned bullish because the stock, okay, now it appears to be rallying within a longer term bearish trend. Is it a longer term bearish trend? Okay, well, I would still call it the long term bullish trend. I know it hasn't really done much this month, this year, so it has just started to get bearish, and then all of a sudden this news comes out, and it's so I will still call it a bearish, longer term bearish trend, and so this rally is also driving the MACD above the signal line. However, the 200-day moving average is declining, signifying that a dominant trend remains lower. It's based on the comparative relative strength analysis. It shows that it's lagging the S&P 500. Momentum for Kaixin or KXIN stock is strongly bullish. The 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is rising as investors pay higher prices for shares. So the market just closed now, and we will return and see what happened to KXIN stocks. So this is the 14-period slow stochastic oscillator. It hasn't reflected that sort of bullishness we're seeing. I mean, we would have expected to see something, a slope that is approaching oversold territory, but that's unfortunately not the case. Today's volume was heavier than usual, with 249.601 million shares having traded so far. The unbalanced volume indicator is bullish. The slope of that indicator is positive and suggests that buyers are presently more active than sellers. So the average volume for the last 10 days, it can see that it is 261,090 shares. So we are looking at 100 times, 1,000 times increase, almost close to 1,000 times increase in volume. Volatility for the last 10 days rose to 432.24%. Okay, so that's what the volatility is. So yes, the market has just closed. You just probably saw that on at the bottom of your screen there. So let's return and see what's going on. You can see its market has closed, and it didn't sustain that 100% extension. It closed at 89.22%. So we're now in the post-market session. So let's check this button and see what's going on. Yes, we can see some movement there because we have just checked the post-market button. So we are looking at in this post-market, we're looking at an extension of 1.9%. So let's return and see the daily model. What happened? It's okay. It didn't cross that 200-day moving average. So yes, the signals are looking bullish. RSI is now at we indicated earlier on at 77.73 now. Yeah, so that's what happened to Kaixin. So the question is, should I buy Kaixin stock now? Well, left to us, we will just say, just be skeptical, just hold on and see if it's going to consolidate, if the dust is going to settle. Yes, see if the dust is going to settle. So based on this 1 minute model now, it has now fallen through the 10 and the 20-day moving averages. It's retracing now. It's retracing down to 1.9% at the moment. Momentum is flat at the moment. MACD has suddenly fallen below the signal line. The RSI is also weakening. Some sell-off is going on. That's what we're looking at right now. The 210-day moving average has also gone bearish, sloping downwards. The 220-day is about to follow suit. So yes, Kaixin closed the session of the 6th of August at 89.22. Do I buy? Should I buy? Like I said earlier on, just leave the stock to consolidate and let's see how things go. Let it cool down a bit. It's been bearish before today, but suddenly spiked. Caution is just still very much warranted. And I remember some time ago there was some skepticism towards the stock. It was some researchers just concluded that they concluded then that it's not really it is not really an EV it's not really into EV as such. It's just a retailer. It used to retail something else and all that, but yes, there was just that skepticism. I think that was what killed off the enthusiasm then. It was rising up then with Xipeng and NIO, and there was further clarification that this stock is not absolutely EV as such. It was more of a retailer. It used to retail other things and all that, but it may have started to get involved with auto holdings, auto retail, and probably EV retailing and dealerships and all that stuff. But people, market participants associated with a lot with EVs also. And suddenly when the clarification came, and when those researchers put out their outcomes, the outcomes of their research, probably that was when we started to see this decline. So it reached a high of $9.49 as at the 23rd of November last year, 2020. Okay, and so since they retraced. So just be careful, know what you're doing about this stock. Know what you're doing. The skepticism is still there, and short sellers are definitely going to circle and start taking money out. Let's see what's going on there. Okay, it has added. It's now getting slightly getting bullish now. Okay, so just know what you're doing with KXIN stock. Okay, and thank you very much for watching this video.